welcome back to another episode of the Female Empowered Podcast. I'm once again your host, Christa Gurka. Today is going to be a short and sweet episode. Why? Because we're all probably busy trying to figure out how to get our families together, our kids together on holiday, and get through this Thanksgiving season. So, because it's Thanksgiving this week, I am just going to do a real quick episode on gratitude and a few little mindset shifts that we can maybe use as business owners to take what is oftentimes our stressful, overwhelmed lives and reframe them into positive gratitude mantras. All right. So, most of our days are filled with endless to-do lists, drowning in tasks, putting out fires, dealing with complaints. But sometimes if we just reframe these challenges to better understand how they can probably be our biggest blessings in disguise, I want to take the time today to explore how changing your perspective can transform our business struggles into moments of gratitude, especially this week and through the end of the year, as we can really try to hone in on what we've done in this year. Sometimes we're always so busy looking forward that we forget to turn around and look how far we've actually come. And so I want to share some of the mindset shifts I have used over the last decade to go from disgruntled business owner to gratitude junkie. All right. So these are also some things that I frequently hear in our mentorship programs and also with other business owners that I talk with. So, what about my phone won't stop ringing? Okay. The text, we just had our business summit a couple weeks ago, and people were like, every time I hear a text, I feel like the first thing I think of is what's wrong with the business. So instead of my phone doesn't stop ringing, how about we transition that perspective to people are actively seeking my services? Okay. Those interruptions, they're opportunities that come knocking at your door. Each call represents someone who believes that you can help them. Okay. Remember back in the day when you wish your phone would ring more, right? Now, if you don't want your phone to be ringing all the time, instead of complaining that it's ringing, what are some of the steps you can take in 2025 to stop that from happening? Things like put processes and systems in place. Have your team know who they should be reaching out to, not you necessarily, to handle problems or questions. Stop giving clients your personal cell phone number. All right. All right. What about, oh, my inbox is overloaded. And if I told you the 66,752 emails that I have in my inbox, some of you might have a panic attack. I know what this looks like. Okay. And so instead of, I have so many emails to respond to, look how many people want to connect with me in my business. Look how many people want to connect with me in my business. So each email in your inbox could represent a potential relationship, a potential collaboration. So maybe this means your marketing is working if all of these people are reaching out. And what changes can you make in 2025 so this is not happening? There are automations you can install and set up in your inbox that junk and spam don't even land in your inbox. You could have someone be responsible and have access to your inbox so they can filter out the emails for you. You can also, once again, educate your team so they know who to reach out to when it's not you. Here's another full powerful shift that really, really changed my mindset. So instead of thinking, I have so many business expenses, instead of thinking, I do so much for my team, Start thinking, I have the privilege and the opportunity to invest in my dream, and that means investing in my team. I have the privilege and the opportunity to invest in my dream, which also means investing in my team. Okay. Every bill that comes in represents resources that help you serve others. That high marketing bill, that CRM, that business coaching program, it allows you to have the resources and skill sets that help you serve more people. Each expense is building your business infrastructure so that you can maybe one day step away and exit, or you can continue to help more and more people in your community. You're creating something meaningful that supports not just you, but your employees and your community. You have the opportunity to change lives for a living. And that is something to be grateful for. So, we're going to wrap up with a few little things that you can use in terms of improving your gratitude practice if you're open to doing them. Okay, so instead of a gratitude journal, I never really got into the gratitude journal for some reason, but what I like to do is do a wins journal. So every day I write down one win, no matter how small. Like maybe the win is I didn't call anyone a fuckwad today. Like that's the win. Or I didn't yell at my kids today. Or I didn't bite my nails today. Or I didn't roll my eyes today. Okay. Include positive client feedback. What was something nice that a client said to you? All right. What about milestones and progress markers? I got through the entire week without anyone complaining to me. They went to their appropriate manager or something to that effect. All right. How about you create these little gratitude triggers? Okay. So instead of the cell phone ding or notification dinging or the nobody has cash registers anymore. What was it going to say? Maybe you get an email like silently thank your customers. They care enough to tell you about the problems they're having. When you open the door to your space each and every morning, how about thinking to yourself, I have my own space. I built this with a dream and a couple $1,000s in investment. Okay. Now, what about instead of the mindset of like, oh, I have to work this weekend, I get to build something I believe in. And again, what can you change? If you don't want to work weekends, stop complaining about not wanting to work weekends and implement a strategy and a process so that you no longer have to work weekends. The challenges we face in our business, and they are plentiful, are often also signs that we are growing. This old adage, it's very cliche, change happens outside our comfort zone. So, if you're having scheduling nightmares because you're overbooked, it means you're in demand. Those taxes we need to pay at the end of the year, they represent profit. The team conflicts you need to resolve, they show you've grown enough to earn a team and have stepped into the role of leader. Entrepreneurship is a privilege. Owning our business is a privilege. In the words of Billie Jean King, pressure is a privilege. It is hard. And we are capable of meeting that privilege, meeting that pressure because of the skill sets and the time we work on to invest in ourselves to do hard things. We get to wake up each and every day and pursue our dreams. We have options of how we can run our business. Now, you may think they're not options, but they are options. You could close and go back to work for somebody else. We get to create value for others, for our clients, for our customers, for our team. We get to build something bigger than ourselves. And like I said before, we get to change lives for a living. So, your homework is very simple this week. Take one business challenge you're facing and find the hidden blessing within it. How can you do that? What is it teaching you? How is it helping you to grow? What opportunity could be disguised within that obstacle? I'm wishing you a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I am grateful for each and every person that listens to this podcast, for each and every person that takes the time to work on themselves and in the business, people that have reached out to me on Instagram, that have joined my programs. I am grateful to each and every one of you for being a small part in your entrepreneurial journey. And until next time, my friends, bye for now.